Hi, welcome back to our channel, Fix My Broken Hair, where I share hair growth tips. My name is Regina, and I have been natural since 2011. I started on my natural journey because of a bald spot in the top of my head. I actually had a relaxer at that time. When I had this spot in my head, all I could think of was getting my hair thicker. And in the same process, I ended up getting longer hair. We're going to start out talking about gentle hairstyles, which is exactly what I have today. You have to be careful with the way you style your hair. Some of the styles are so pretty, but they're so tight. And if you are having to take a Tylenol to get your hair done, it's too tight. I mean, that's just plain and simple. But this style, and I'm going to see if I can turn around and show y'all. This is the way my hair is right now. And all it is, it's just twists. I put it in twists last night. I massaged my scalp and rewatered it basically like a plant with aloe vera water. We'll talk about that later on in this video. But I watered it, oiled it, sealed it in with my leave-in conditioner, and then twisted it up, braided it up, and just tucked it under. This is my work hairstyle because I don't have time to mess with it every day. So that's step one. Step one is gentle hairstyles. So just remember when you're choosing a hairstyle, and this is how my hair started to grow. I was hiding or trying to hide. I was trying to hide my alopecia spot in the top of my head. So I started wearing flat twist or just, I was at, well, it actually was braids. I started wearing braids, just a single braid across the top of my head. And I would braid it to where you couldn't see the spot, and I'd go to work. And I didn't realize it was a protective style because my hair was relaxed at that time. And I've been natural since 2011. So this was way before then. So I was just wearing that, just trying to hide the spot, and ended up growing my hair around the spot. But step two, less heat. If you are using heat, use less than you're using. Because if you're using curling irons, which are really hard on our hair. They look so good though. Curls are so pretty, but you can get curls without using heat. And that may become a video. Y'all let me know if that's a video you'd like to see. If it is, drop a heart in the comments. Drop me a green heart in the comments if you'd like to see me do some curls without heat. But use less heat. It's so much more healthier for your hair. Number three is keep your hair moisturized. And there's a balance with everything that we have to do with our natural hair. And that's the part. That's the part. So many naturals will just keep their hair wet all the time. Well, there is and I just recently learned this name. It's moisture fatigue or something like that. But what it means is you got too much water in your hair, and that will break your hair off. We want our hair strong. We want to have enough moisture, not too much. Enough protein, not too much. Enough oil, not too much. It's just got to be a balance. So you want to keep it moisturized, but not over moisturized. Think of your hair as a plant. And if you have plants in your house, if you put too much water in them, it will kill them. But if you don't water them enough, they will die. So I moisturize my hair about every 3 or 4 days. I tend to take mine down because right now I'm on another journey, trying to get my hair thicker again. But I moisturize it with my aloe water and put it back up. We twisted it back up and tucked it back in, and I'm good for another 4 days. Step 4, use the right products. Everyone's hair is a little bit different. So it's important to find the products that fit your type of hair. So this makes a big difference when you're taking care of your hair. That's why I'm constantly changing products. And I know it's annoying because you go, well, you were using this last month and now you're using that. Sometimes I'm trying to find a better product. Sometimes the product I was using started out working okay, and then I decided I didn't like it. So it's a learning process. So you got to find the right products for your hair. And in my case, for the time of year, it's about to get cold here where I am. I'm in Mississippi. We mostly have summer, but we have about 2 or 3 weeks of winter. And for us, it's just devastating, but it's so cold. Once it gets less than 70, we're about to freeze. It's going to be cold for probably about 6 weeks. And So during this time, I'm going to keep my hair straight. I don't want to have a wet head. I don't want to, be out in the cold with wet hair. So I'm going to do something different this year. I'm going to keep it stretched. That's something I haven't been doing. And I'm going to try that this year. And I'm going to share that with y'all too. If y'all like to see it, I'll share it with you. The next is to be gentle with the detangling. And y'all, I'm back and forth with my detangling. I do believe when your hair is wet, I can't even say that. You got to practice that as well. But finger detangling, you can never go wrong with that. Because if you are, if y'all want to see me detangle my hair, leave a blue heart in the comments so I'll know if y'all want to see that. But it's detangling, you got to actually sort through the hair and get those knots out. And you got to know the difference in a knot and just a curl that's tangled on the other curl, because mine hair does that. Curl that's tangled against another curl. That's a whole different story. But you want to get the knots out. And like I said, I watched so many different YouTubers until I'm realizing that it depends on how well the hair is cared for as to whether you can comb it dry or wet. I have a wide tooth comb, so I will comb it wet for sure. I haven't been combing it dry, but I'm going to think about it because I was watching a video this morning, so now I got another thought. But as I change my thoughts, you all see me try different things. Now we're to this aloe vera water, step number 6. Aloe vera, and it's so cool, y'all. I bought it at Walmart, and it is just it's cheap, relatively. Well, it's a good price. I also own an aloe vera plant that I will cut a limb off sometime. I don't know if it's a leaf out. I will cut a leaf off and just take it and blend it up. But I like for mine to be watery. I used to think, it's got to be mucousy. Not necessarily. So I use it when it's watery, and I'm using it now instead of just using water. I'm using aloe vera water to see if that makes a difference in the thickness of my hair. All right, next, essential oils. And the essential oils, the magic of essential oils, that's step number 7. It's like tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is so good for our hair. Peppermint oil and rosemary. And you mix them all together. And I like to mix them together in coconut oil. I know a lot of people don't like coconut oil, but you got to, when you use coconut oil, it will keep your hair from getting that hydro fatigue because it has a little protein in it. These oils help the hair so much, and they tingle the scalp. I kind of like that little tingle on the scalp. Step number 8, a good scalp massage. So you got to put the oils on the scalp, and then you massage your scalp. In massaging your scalp with essential oils, the YouTuber I've been watching, she recommends 10 minutes. 10 minutes, but I'm going to explain it. And she does the inversion method pretty much. And inversion method means you turn your head down. And I would do my head down like I'm shampooing my hair. Do it down like you're shampooing your hair. That's the way I do mine. Except I stand up and turn my head all the way down. Like I'm trying to shampoo my hair in the air. And massage that scalp. Just massage it all over. Because it's good. It helps me sleep. I'm going to be honest with you. I sleep better when I massage my scalp. But it's good for the scalp. It's good for the hair. It's good for you in general. But don't do it for the whole 10 minutes. Because it does make the blood rush to the top of your head. You want to keep breathing normally and massaging your hair and standing up. And then lean over and massage it some more. And stand up and lean over. Because you don't want to do that the whole time because it can make you pass out from too much oxygen to the brain. Or too much blood to the brain. But as that blood goes to your scalp, it takes oxygen to your scalp. And that helps the hair to grow and get thicker. Number 9 is to eat the right foods. So what you eat is important. Like you need to eat bananas and sweet potatoes and eggs and almonds and all that good stuff that keeps your hair growing because it has natural biotin in it. And you have a lot of other nutrients in your food that you like. Now, I like eating all that stuff I just listed. So, I'm down with eating the good stuff. Number 10, protect the ends. This is something that most people miss out on completely. Because all we tend to do, those ends are knotty and raggedy, I'm going to cut them off. If you moisturize those ends and then seal those ends. You can seal them with your butters, which shea butter. I have a butter mix that I got from another YouTuber. I will share all of my recipes. If y'all want to know, leave me a yellow heart. and I'll do a video on what I made, because I have my own leave-in conditioner and my own shea butter mix that I love. But you put that on the ends and then you seal it. And another YouTuber seals hers with flaxseed oil, which I think is genius. And I'll show you how I make that as well, if you want to know. But you want to protect your ends. Now, Jamaican black castor oil, shea butter, all of these will help to seal that into those ends. Don't just go whacking them off. Make sure that they're sealed and taken care of. And then you see if there's knots, cut the knots out. But we don't have to have perfect ends. I don't know who told us our ends had to be perfect. They don't. You just want them to not be split. And have knots. But if you got knots and splits, then you got to cut that off. Next, you have to know your hair type. So understanding whether you have a low porosity, high porosity, or medium porosity makes a world of difference in the products that you use on your hair. I have low porosity. Stuff sits on top of my hair. So that's why I created my own leave-in conditioner, because I didn't like the way some of those were sitting on top of my hair. That's very important as well. Step 12 is keep your hair safe while you sleep. And I know I've said this one in a bunch of videos. It's important because everybody I've watched says it. But use a satin pillowcase or a satin bonnet. I wear what they call a do-rag because I like the way, I don't know how to tie a scarf, so I wear a do-rag. And I'll show y'all my do-rag. But I wear a do-rag when I sleep because it protects my hair, and I have a satin pillowcase as well. These are the steps that you can use to help to thicken your hair. And there's so many more other steps, but these are the ones that I'm using right now. And if you want to follow me on my journey to get thicker hair, just keep on watching. I want to share more videos on things that I'm doing and just share with y'all how it goes and stuff that's working, stuff that's not working. I'm going to stop doing stuff that is working. I'm going to continue to do. Make sure you watch these videos because they will tell you some more about shampoos that are good for your hair. And I have a whole lot of other videos that will tell you why your hair is not growing. Look at that one. But just keep watching our videos and keep learning new things. And I'll keep sharing with y'all what happened to me and why I had to go on this hair journey, because I wasn't trying to go. So this is why I set up my channel for people who are having problems with alopecia. I later realized that that's what that was. I never went to a doctor. I never got diagnosed with it. But from looking at my hair and looking at people online, I can clearly see that that's what it was. And I'll see you all in the next video.